How can businesses break through barriers to unleash their true revenue potential? In such a competitive and changing marketplace, it's a challenge that confronts virtually every company. And now the market is shifting at an accelerated pace with the emergence of millennials and the incredible power they have in the marketplace, both as business people and buyers. Is your company prepared to make the millennial pivot? What are the tools you need to connect with millennials, and what's missing in your organization? Shaun Alger of VoloHaus helps companies find solutions to accelerate growth. Here's Shaun.
Does everybody know there's actually 5 generations in the workplace right now for the first time ever because of life expectancies, right? So there's this pivot, the millennial pivot. We'll talk about this. So this guy, Dan Negroni, I want to give him props. He's trained me on this. He's a local person. I highly recommend him for training or anything along this. But he wrote this book, Chasing Relevance. He's spoken at some of my events before. And I want to give him props for these next slides. Think about this. By 2025, 75% of your employees will be millennials. And 75% of your buyers will be millennials. Okay? Here's a funny little stat. 90% of parents take input from their kids before purchasing. Millennials will control their aging parents' health choice and financial independence. So you got to learn how to sell to these guys. And they are challenging. And they research you differently. So does everybody know that 70% of your buyers now, they research you and your company and your product before even talking to you, right? And I'm going to share something with you, and I'm going to have you guys check something. As a whole, I'm going to make a broad statement, so forgive me, your presence online sucks. Okay? It's bad. Get on the web, get on the platforms, be searchable. We talked about the millennials, right? How they buy, how they engage you. They're going to be a force. Literally, you could build a niche called solving the millennial problem, and you could serve millennials' insurance needs, and you would be a god. Okay? I'm a big fan of referrals, obviously innovation. Obviously, everybody's got to get on the internet right now, like now. Your websites have to be responsive. Do you know what that means? It means when I go on your website, and I'll tell you that I'm not going to name names, but some of you don't have responsive websites. So if I go on my device, which is now how most people access the internet, I think it's like 53%. I go on my device, I go to your website, and if it doesn't respond or adapt, right, to my screen, I don't look at it. I disengage, right? So use these things, innovate. We're going to talk about referrals, know your buyer's journey, how your buyers get to you. We talked about being an expert. CRM, do most of you guys have a CRM? Do you know what it means? Okay, good. Good. Is it a good one, like Salesforce? Good, okay, perfect. Do most of you have things like Pardot, Marketo? Good, these guys are, I like it. Do you use email well? No? The next person that emails a white paper should be shot. Nobody reads them, right? So I did a test. I talked about this little banking customer. They were so excited about their HTML email programs. I go, do me a favor, send a simple subject line and one-line email that they could open on a phone. Easily, quickly, read it. Double the conversion rate, right? Open rate, I should say, not conversion rate. Double the open rate. So social, how are you guys on social? Why do you do social, right? Thought leadership. That's why you do social. So people see, it's not to post, pictures of your vacation or, hey, look what we're doing, or, oh, here's the team, or we won this award. No one cares about that stuff, right? They care about, oh, this person seems like they know what they're talking about. They're an expert. They're a thought leader, right? Make sense? You want to engage social for that. So let's do a little test. Let's fish smarter. So grab your devices real quick. Google that. Health Insurance San Diego. Anybody in this room come up? Organic or paid? I don't care. Anybody? Bad. Now do it on LinkedIn. Go to LinkedIn and do the same thing. So if 70% of your clients are Googling you and researching you before talking to you and you can't be found, you ain't gonna sell, right? You gotta get better at this, guys. You can. It's super easy. Honestly, it's super easy. And you can start tomorrow.
Shaun Alger works with companies of all sizes in all categories that have one common goal. They need to develop a system that works so they can unleash their true revenue potential. He has successfully guided more than 100 companies through proven, repeatable procedures that ensure companies have the right plan, people, process, and platform in place for success. VoloHaus combines the right team and technology to ensure clients have a winning strategy. So take a minute to connect with Shaun and discuss your challenges by calling him directly on his mobile phone. Call 760-815-4464. That's 760-815-4464.